Hi guys, and welcome.
Welcome to No Strings Attached.
No strings.
There's a little bit of strings.
Well,
some light strings.
there are some frayed strings.
Frayed.
On the thumbnail.
They couldn't hold on
You are
anymore.
correct there. Those are thoroughly cut, though. However.
Yeah. I have a question for everybody right out the gate.
Oh, right out the gate.
What do you think of the setup? Look, we're sitting by each other.
We are.
Instead of across from each other.
So I think that
it's kind of trippy.
I think it works pretty good. I know obviously it's nothing like new or anything like that. You know, there's
it's
other
new
people,
to us, right?
There's other people that stream this way or whatever.
I guess there's probably a lot of viewers here that maybe haven't seen a lot of our other We Game Together stuff on our channel.
Could be.
And so for those of you who do watch us mainly there, this is new. And I keep wanting to look at this camera because I'm so used to turning this way. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, guys, we're very excited tonight.
It's cool.
For a few reasons. Number one, it was just a good day. Number two, I had a beautiful photo shoot today. Number three, we're playing Obsession, which I love this game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is great.
It made my top 20 of all time. And actually, we have the designer in the chat tonight.
The designer Dan,
Diner Dan.
should be in the chat at some point here, so watch out for that. You can obviously ask him any questions, and he missed the theme song. No, Ellen, give us a theme song.
Oh, like
Joey
Joey! Gosh, I miss
you.
your face. Remember when I saw Joey at the convention? What convention was it, Gen Con? And he was just like buying a game, and I walked up and I was like, "Hey, buddy." He's just like, "What the heck?" Because he didn't know who I was at first. It was great.
Hi,
I like
Chrissy.
making people feel awkward. Chrissy.
Yeah, so this is a new setup. One of the biggest reasons of doing this is actually we were getting like echoing on my side of the
Hi, Nathan.
of it because I was like echoing off the wall that was behind Ellen. So this way we're going voices into the
I can't believe this innocent little wall caused us so many dang issues.
Well,
I was like, why don't we just bust it down?
Yeah,
why don't we just like not have a wall?
Just
take our wall apart.
So we are playing. Oh, there is Dan.
Okay,
Hello, Dan Halligan.
I'm gonna sing it. Ready? Me. Randy and Ellen, we came together.
But on the Dice Tower today.
Somebody asked me to sing it. So.
Dan Halligan, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate that. Dan is the designer of Obsession.
Yes.
Yes. And it's a really good one. It's chock full.
Chuck, I tell you.
Full to the brim with theme.
And Dan, correct me if I'm wrong here, or don't, but do. Didn't he make this game for somebody?
I thought
Somebody who
remember.
wanted to
his wife maybe.
Yeah, there was like a reason you designed this for a person. I think. Tell us the story in the chat.
Yeah,
very interested.
The Reader's Digest version.
I'm obsessed
or the full
with
version.
This is technically what this isn't Victorian time. It's Georgian time.
It's King George.
Georgian time.
It's like the 20s or so, I think. Right.
The 20s? No.
No. What is it?
It's like early 1900s,
Mid
right?
19th century.
Okay.
I read it on the box.
Okay. There you go. Anyways, I'm obsessed with all things that, also Victorian age stuff. So I just wanted something
our
that
names
felt...
flipped on the screen. You're
What?
right.
What happened?
I could fix that.
I'll be Randy tonight. Switching it up.
Watch. You're watching this. You're watching live in real time.
Babe, you're so talented.
And how dare you assume that my name is not
I could have been Randy this
Ellen
whole
Kirby
time. You can pull off
Made
that
it for your
look.
wife. Okay, so that was correct.
Hi, Mark
I thought
McNair,
I heard that.
by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan. That's awesome. Yeah, you made it for your wife. That I thought so. Okay.
Good to hear.
And you did a really good job, I would say. I would say you did a decent job, Dan.
A decent job?
A decent job.
Lord Dan of Obsession. Well met, sir.
Why do you keep looking that way? It's wigging me out, dude.
I'm looking towards you, and then I'm also
Don't
viewing the chat at the same time.
avert your eyes. I'm going to put a curtain
Well, I don't want to be
over there.
looking down necessarily all
Well,
the
you
time
don't want to be
either.
looking over either.
All right.
It's going to take us a little while to figure this out. Mr. Tipton. All right, here we go. Here we go.
So we are playing Obsession. We are also playing with the upstairs, downstairs expansion, and also Wessex. But we're not playing with one of the Wessex or
Nope.
family board. But there are some cards and things that and that nature that are going to be in here that will come up. But Obsession is a game about trying to court these two fine people right here.
Courting days.
These people right here
Let's see if our camera works. This is
we have Charles Fairchild Esquire and Miss Elizabeth Fairchild. So we're essentially trying to vie for their attention, and there will be different, obviously, various ways for us to do that. We are building up a tableau of various like rooms and parlors where we can host different events.
We can play whist.
We could play whist
Oh,
in the front parlor.
Oh, cricket.
We are going to do some pretty terrible English accents.
Be prepared.
So I apologize for all those
We never said we were good.
across the sea.
Yeah.
You start with one of each category.
For every individual across the sea.
So there's essentials, there is service, there is estate, prestige, and sporting. And
awesome.
So there's some stuff built in already that you can do. So on your turn, you're going to host an activity, and then you need to bring people, invite guests and things to that activity. So first off, you need to be able to provide the service for the activity that you're hosting, and also all the guests that you're inviting.
Right.
So for instance,
thematic. I love that.
like all of these here require a servant of some kind. So we have a butler here. This one requires a footman, a housekeeper.
Housekeeper?
No.
No.
Gosh, I'm so bad. No, housekeeper, yes. Right as housekeeper. I always get the housekeeper and lady's maid screwed up.
Basically, it's...
the housekeeper, another footman.
Oh, what's her name?
And
Mrs. Hughes.
Generally speaking, you need to use like a butler or a lady's maid, a housekeeper or a footman to host the events. And then for your gentry, so gentry refers to any man or woman that's in your gentry deck here. And you'll be building this deck up as you go along. So each family starts off with four different people. Although Ellen is playing with Asquith, which starts with a fifth person.
I am privileged.
My special bonus here is I'm the Cavendishes, and my reputation starts at 4 instead of 1. So
Would that be called Cavendish?
A little jump up.
Instead of Cavendishes?
The Cavendishes. And you can see here that your family members don't require any servants, but we also start with a couple of starter guests here. And you can see this guy right here, Mr. John Ambrose Esquire, requires a valet or a valet.
Yeah.
To if you want to invite him.
We'll say valet a lot tonight, so be prepared. I have Miss Constance Stuckey.
Oh yeah, she's the extra one, right?
Yeah, she's.
Oh no, she's one of the starters.
One of the, yeah, this is the extra.
And there's a lot of flavor text on all these. There's flavor text on a lot of things, like I said, the events and stuff. I'll tell you something.
Oh, gosh,
and once you do these activities, you get to flip them over, and they'll generally be worth more points. Some of them aren't, but generally speaking, they are. And sometimes they'll give you a different thing. So, for instance, this one has 2 gentry that you can invite, and then you get one of these prestige guests. And once you flip it over, it goes from -2 points to 2 points. And then now if you do the event again, you'll get 2 standard guests, and then you get to see 2 of them, and you just take one of them. And that happens for all these. A lot of these purple ones are really good for reputation. And sometimes you'll get more reputation with some of the higher stuff. So kind of one of the core concepts of the game here is this reputation wheel. And this reputation wheel...
Say that one more time.
Reputation wheel.
Very good.
Allows you to do higher activities and invite more prestigious guests.
Yes.
So we all start with 1s here because we're all reputation 1 on the track. And as you go past, once you get to 5, you'll go up and up on reputation. Now we're playing the shorter round. This is 15 rounds versus,
didn't want to keep
I
you
think
here
it's
too
19.
long.
And you can go up to level 6.
Hey, Jordan Schoenberger.
On this particular...
or J-Dog.
on the shorter game. You can see here some of the populated items here. We have some level 1s, we have some level 2s, and some level 3s. You can buy any of these and get guests that are higher than your prestige level, but you can't actually use them until you have the required prestige on the wheel. So it is important to get up to like 2 or 3 fairly quickly just to keep your options open for some of these better tiles.
Correct.
To win the game, there's all sorts of points. So every tile in your tableau will give you some sort of points. You get points for all the servants that you hire. You'll get points for how high you got up on your reputation board. The new upstairs downstairs expansion now includes milestones, so the first and second players to acquire those milestones will get the corresponding points. There are also some cards. Actually, like every card in the game is worth points of some kind.
Sometimes negative.
Sometimes
be careful.
negative, because there are some unwanted guests.
I mean, we all have that.
It seems like there's a lot of
person in our life.
Americans in here that are unwanted guests in the game, which seems
That's unlikely.
which seems appropriate.
Also,
though,
these have
according
points
to the
on them.
times.
Objective
Yes, objective cards.
yeah. And they're pretty.
They have a new way of doing it in the second edition, where you get a bunch of objective cards to begin with, and then you slowly get rid of them as you go along.
That
so you have
I think
more
that's
options.
really cool because you do have more options, but it also is like, oh, I'm so close to both these, but I have to get rid of one.
Yep.
It's awesome.
And I think it's particularly good because a lot of these require you to get specific tiles.
Yes.
And especially like in a 2-player game, you just might not see all those tiles come up. Now, there's ways of getting rid of tiles and that. There's all sorts of stuff to this game. We're not going to go over every single rule.
Please don't. Please
don't. But that is a good way then if you're just not getting that tile draw that you need, you can kind of just, toss it.
Just grab this right here.
All right, and then
wants to know if we're playing with the cat card.
We're not playing with the cat card. There's like this other one that's pretty funny.
Here.
And we also have some victory point cards you can get with some of the guests. And so all these different guests will give you different bonuses. And there's all sorts of things that you can get, but more or less you're getting either reputation from them, you're being able to acquire more guests and put them into your hand, you're getting more money with them. Sometimes you can trash a card. Remember, this is not like you don't need a thin deck because you get to see all your cards, but the trashing does help you get rid of those unwanted cards.
Yes.
Those cards that are negatives. And those negative cards are actually somewhat good during the game because sometimes they give you a lot of money, for instance.
Yeah, they do.
So you might want to use them a couple of times, use them, abuse them, get rid of them.
Yeah, right? This game is just, it's chock full of good morals. Use and abuse that person.
So we all start with 5 of the basic servants here, or 5 of the servants. The footman, which helps you with a lot of these things. The butler, which obviously helps you with a lot of these. The lady's maid, which is generally for guests. The valet, and that's generally for guests. And then the housekeeper, which is generally for helping host activities.
How you doing?
Now, we're also playing with the upstairs, downstairs expansion, so there are 4 brand new characters in the game.
That are so cool.
These are cool in the way that they're very rarely used like on cards or activities, and I think there's only like a couple, I want to say. I don't think I've seen every card, but there's only like a couple that they show up with. So these are really just kind of like adders. So they're like almost like modifiers that you can use. And they're super neat. For instance, here we've got the cook on the orange one. If you put that on an activity tile, it allows you to hire or to invite guests that are 1 or 2 prestige levels higher. So if I had a prestige 3 and I'm only at a prestige 1, I can, play that
Cook
card.
them up something good, baby.
The hall boy can be used on any gentry card that would get a money favor, and that increases by $100. You can also substitute the hall boy on a couple of the on the butler tile, butler guest cards. So if you have a guest card that requires a butler,
I didn't play that at all last time.
There's not a lot of cards that require butlers.
Okay.
Because you don't use them on the tiles, you use them on the cards.
Love to have a butler.
And it's usually the most prestigious guests require the butler because they're hoity-toity. And then the head housemaid, which is the pink lady here, you can use it on any gentry card or activity tile with an invite favor to permit that player to screen guests. So, again, some of these casual guests, they are negatives.
Yes.
So this one will let you always draw 1 additional than you normally would and be able to look at both of them and only pick the 1 of the 2.
The single flair people are like wedding crashers. Like, they look nice, but they're just there for the food. So the screener's nice because it lets you just pick them and then choose one. I love that. It came in handy. I actually used it a lot last time.
Yeah.
Plus, the color of the pink is really nice.
Color of the pink?
It's a good pink.
And then finally, the useful man. So the useful man is so useful
he is.
that he gets an entire card
Look at that
worth
schmuck.
of text ability.
Ooh,
it's a little bright here.
Quality.
But anyway, it's the useful man. Choose 1 of these things. So basically, you can use the useful man as a study tile, which is the one of your starting ones.
Yep.
That will increase some money on that. You can also use them at the builder's market to discard or discount one of the tiles by £100. You can also place him on a tile in the organizer at the beginning of your turn to just decrease the prestige rating of that tile. So if you have like a prestige 4 tile, for instance, you can basically treat that as a prestige 3. Again, having to do with your
Is this
reputation
normal that
wheel.
it keeps fluctuating right here? Is that fine?
That's fine.
Okay.
Remove
I
the
don't
useful man from the game. So you can actually discard him from the game completely to either wipe out the builder's market,
Ooh.
or you wipe it out. I'm gonna get this right. You don't wipe it out. You can wipe it out. It's one of the options. Let me just read it here.
That's a good
Oh yeah,
idea.
that's right. You can locate any tile in the bag, so you can literally take any tile out, which helps you with some of those harder objective tiles, and then you can place it on the 800-pound one, and then essentially buy it right away for 800 pounds. Otherwise, you can use them to refresh a builder's market one time.
So during the game, you're absolutely gonna have to help me figure out what the blue or the brown dude can do.
Well, it's right there. Right
You
can only ever acquire one of each of these upstairs, downstairs servants, but you can acquire as many of these as is available in the pool over here. So you can, as an action, hire some people to get more people in. Because every time you use one of your servants, they go into the expended service area.
Because they're tired, they need to rest.
They do. And then on the beginning of your turn, you'll rotate service, meaning that you'll move everything over one space. And so now, it's like a holding area. So you essentially can only use your servants every other round.
Hi, Tracy. She adores this game. I plan to try
the housekeeper's room also allows a pink housemaid stand in the ladies. Yes, that's true. There's a couple of tiles in here that will let you upgrade some of these workers or some of these servants, including, as Dan just mentioned, the pink one. And then she can take over some of the roles of different of your normal servants.
Jodan got to play some Elysium this afternoon, and Kemet. I'm trying. Your faces are there, and our reading is here, so that's why I'm like, wait. So sorry if that's weird. I have not played either of those games. I heard good things about Kemet though. Isn't it very big? Isn't that like a very giant game?
It's kind of like a minis kind of a game, like battling and things.
Okay.
Not like a miniatures game where you're measuring or anything. But
not my cup of tea. That's okay though. All right, let's play this dang thing.
So I have been predetermined to go first.
Yes. Nathan also asked which family I am. I am the Asquith family.
Asquith, yes.
And the Dowager Countess Asquith lives with the family, so begin the game with her in the cards or in my hand, so I get one extra card. For my benefit, that felt really hard to say. Okay, it's your turn.
I am Cavendish, which is my family bonuses. The Cavendishes are best connected, are the best connected. Begin the game with reputation level 1, position 4. So I'm going to be able to get into the level 2s here pretty quickly.
Yeah, let's rub it in my face.
Look
Why
at
don't ya?
my
Why don't ya?
cards here just to see if there's anything I want to specifically go for right away.
I love that they give descriptions of how, like, the people's personality in these cards. Like this one, the kind and sociable Miss Stuckey hails from Bakewell and is a sought-after whist partner. What? She's a sought-after whist partner? That's so cute.
Yeah.
People want to play whist with her. What?
Dan, we are not doing the draft just for no reason, I guess.
Yeah.
Specifically.
No reason at all.
We did not do we haven't played the draft yet on the new expansion.
So there's that. Are you taking your turn, sir?
I'm going to take my turn, yeah.
Okay. I should probably start.
All right, so first thing you do is rotate service. Turn 1, obviously that would not matter. And then you're going to check the round track, monuments, and any servants' halls, because there are some cards or some tiles here that will give you like constant bonuses.
Yeah.
None of that stuff quite applies yet. So we're going to host an activity. So what I'd like to do right away.
Man,
there's a renovated kitchen out there, which is cool, because guests of any prestige rating may attend.
Guests of any prestige rating?
But it's an extra $300.
Oh, yeah, that's right. On these tiles, it actually has discounts. It has discounts and then plus money. So where it is on the builder's track and what's on here can completely affect the price. This is weird sitting next to you.
That's fine. Go with it.
How do you guys feel about people that go out to eat and sit next to each other?
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
always
like it.
sitting across from each other.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because think about it, if you're trying to swallow your food and you're like turning your neck this way, it's a choking hazard.
All right, so I'm going to go for a bunch of money
Romantic?
here.
No.
Because I kind of
Choking
want that
hazard.
renovated kitchen. So the bowling green here will give me $300.
300 zoles?
So I'm going to host that activity, and now I can invite guests.
That's impressive, babe.
So I've fulfilled the requirement of the activity by placing on the white footman here.
Okay.
And 2 gentry. So let's remember, any 2 cards in your hand you can invite. So I start with 0 money, just like everybody, except for one of the families. So I'm trying to muster up $600 on turn 1, which I can do.
Wow.
Exactly. So the only option, if I want that to happen, is to hire
Nathan's giving us flavor
these
text.
2 guests. This is Viscount Stephen Cavendish and Earl Paul Cavendish.
So are we getting dropped video? Let's see.
What?
The video's choppy, I guess.
Video is choppy. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Video is chopping up again. Great. That's fantastic.
This is, oh my gosh. With the last time we did YouTube on Dice Tower, it was totally
kidding me.
smooth.
I know. I'm going straight to... Oh, that's fun. That's excellent.
Okay, so we might have some problems here tonight again.
That's great. Why would that? Extremely choppy. Yes. Can you chat, please?
I can chat.
Okay. Can you let them know we're working on it, please?
Oh, man. I never passed the Mavis Beacon typing school.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys, we're working... You have to click in the thing for me to send that. Hey, guys, we're working on the problem.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Blake J.
Why would I'm streaming directly to YouTube? Why would that be an issue right now?
Man. It's like a bubble burster. It says excellent connection. What is this piece of hair doing?
Why would it? I don't understand why it would do that.
I don't know if you guys can hear us or not. But we're working on it.
The audio should be probably okay, I think.
So Randy's going to work on a new link like we did 2 times ago, I think it was.
I mean, there's absolutely no reason this shouldn't be working. It's streaming straight to YouTube.
Yeah, and we didn't even use Restream. Stupid Restream.
I know, I decided, so it's not even a Restream issue, so it's got to be an OBS issue then?
It's very disheartening to have this problem every time. Was that accent good?
It doesn't happen every time. It didn't happen last time.
No, last time it was smooth as Skippy.
So that's good.
Skippy smooth.
It's good.
This time it's Skippy crunchy version. It's got all bumps in it. Do you guys like crunchy peanut butter? I love it. I love it. Maybe the people will follow us over to the new link. They did last time. You guys were incredible last time. I couldn't believe that. That was amazing. Everybody's so nice.
Yeah. So, Ellen, what else do you have to say?
Okay. I actually was going to mention, before the problem happened, that I like the objective, I can never say that word correctly on the first go, objective cards. Because they don't give you necessarily a path, but they do in the tiniest way. And, like, sometimes when I start the game, I'm like, what should I do first? I don't know. I mean, it's like any game, right? You get an objective card and you kind of have, like, a mission to do. And it's just, they're tiny. They're, like, little things. But, I mean, some of them can be upwards of, like, 10 points. Aren't there, like, 10-point victory cards? Or does it only go to 7?
Victory point card? Like, on the stack?
Objective ones.
Oh,
I think the victory point cards
there's some that go up
high.
to, like, 15 or so, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I remember one thing about this game that Tom hated.
No.
Was the tiny VP cards. We should have just played with them tonight, just for shoots and giggles. These cards were like half. They actually were. They were half the size of this, and you can't even see it. That's great. But they were really tiny. They were basically like as if an American Girl doll sized doll had a deck of cards. That's how big they were. And they're so precious. We still have them. I think we should use them. But anyway, that's what I have to say. I can
That's good
sing now
stuff.
if you want.
That's really good stuff right now, babe.
There was a time when I was sure that you and I were truly one. Sing that. Muppet Christmas Carol, Christmas
So
movie
I'm
time's
going
coming.
to reset a.
Kind of
I'm
excited.
going to get a different stream key here to see if for some reason that stream key is not working.
Okay.
And let me get this link over here.
That's amazing how much clicking you've done in the past like 2 minutes. I have no idea what this means. I don't know.
Trying to find the share.
There was somebody, by the way, from our last stream who actually requested an Irish accent at some point during our next live. I was like, why would you ask that? First of all, yes, I will do it.
That's not a good idea for us.
Secondly, I'm going to offend somebody.
We're not great at that.
Someone's going to get offended.
All right, here comes a new link here shortly. Let's see here. Get shareable link.
Okay.
All right.
And
So
there's
here
no
comes a new
guarantees
link.
this will work, so that's cute.
You can hear us in the video. Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna send the link over. That's a new link. We are going to try and cancel this out and then bring us back on here.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So
Let's see if this works.
There you have that.
Lord.
So go ahead and join us there at that link. That should be active here in just 1 second.
You guys are incredibly patient. Wow. Our computer says, oops, something went wrong.
No, that's the internet.
That's his internet. It is
Internet.
called internet.
This is showing the wrong thumbnail, which is, I don't know why.
Gosh, I hope Tom's watching this right now.
Yeah, I know.
Tom Vassal, how much do you love us? It's a lot, I bet. I bet it's a lot.
This should
Nobody else has
be
problems.
a different.
Gosh, are we unlucky?
Yes. Oh, that file is
I don't
larger
believe in
than
luck.
2 megabytes. Apparently, that's
I
why.
don't believe. I make my own luck.
That's
Isn't that
why
what they
it's
say?
not working. All right. Well, we're gonna change that. Gonna change that thumbnail in a second.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that chippy chop.
Well, it says excellent, and then it goes out of excellent, and then goes back. So
I saw that. I was looking at the word excellent connection the entire time, and I was like, all right, we got this. So basically, YouTube's lying to us.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and end this stream, guys. Please join us over at the link I provided.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in a second. Hopefully.